Speculation that former Reserve Bank Governor Raghuram Rajan could win the Nobel Prize for Economics turned out to be just that. Speculations that the winner is American economist Richard Thaler for behavioral economics. Take a look.
Sveriges Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel to Richard H. Thaler.
Richard Thaler, a professor at the University of Chicago's Booth School of Business, is the winner of this year's Nobel Prize for Economics. He's been awarded for his work in behavioral economics. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences said Thaler's contributions have built a bridge between the economic and psychological analysis of individual decision-making. The Academy said Thaler's work has had a profound impact on many areas of economic research and policy. Thaler talked about helping people exercise better self-control, like for saving for something important. He is cited for avoiding marketing tricks that result in bad economic decisions. His theory of mental accounting helped people simplify financial decision-making.
Well, I think the most important impact is the recognition that economic agents are human and that economic models have to incorporate that.
Behavioral economics studies the effects of psychological, social, cognitive and emotional factors on decisions of individuals or institutions, and the consequences for market prices, returns and resource allocation. Thaler will receive a prize of more than $1 million.
Thaler has given us new insights into how human psychology shapes decision-making. He has devised new experimental tools to investigate human behavior. His research has spawned a new field, behavioral economics, and he has shown how policies based on insights from this field can help people make better decisions. He's made economics more human.
The economics prize, called the Sveriges Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel, was established in 1968. It was not part of the original group of awards. Bureau Report, WION.
Now, have you ever taken out a risky loan or gambled at a casino even while you were losing? The new Nobel Prize winner for economics can tell you why you make those kind of financial decisions. University of Chicago professor Richard Thaler is the new Nobel Prize winner, and WION's Andy Roschen takes a look at the celebrations for him in Chicago.
Out of this, they were popping the bubbly Monday morning at the University of Chicago's Booth School of Business.
Richard Thaler.
And it was a long ovation for the newest Nobel Prize winner of economics, Richard Thaler, who gave a brief and dry-witted thank you to the school after getting that very early morning wake-up call from the Nobel Prize committee.
They say, whatever you do, don't tell anybody for the next hour. Like, there's a lot of people that are awake waiting for your call.
Traditional economists have believed that people would always act in their own best economic interests, and that with large enough groups of people involved and with large enough at stake, any errors and deviations would cancel one another out. But Thaler has spent years looking more at the mind than the money.
I've used the strategy of corrupting the youth, and whose minds are not already made up.
Thaler has long argued that we do not act rationally with our money, that we use our gut feelings to keep on gambling at a casino even when we've already won big money, or when we keep losing big money. Thaler calls that the hot hand fallacy. Or how Americans were certainly not rational in the days leading up to the American financial crisis of 9 years ago.
People took out mortgages that they wouldn't be able to pay back. People loaned them money, knowing they wouldn't be able to pay it back.
Thaler's Nobel win provides a huge boost for the University of Chicago's Booth School of Business.
It was not a shock. I think it was clear that he should get the Nobel Prize, and it was a matter of time as to when he would get it.
They had no idea this announcement was coming, but they were up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch on TV, just in case. Governments around the world are starting to apply Thaler's work when it comes to tax collections and retirement accounts. And for students here who are just starting out their adult financial lives, Thaler's work is invaluable.
I certainly have that voice in the back of my mind that your perception of the odds and your perception of risk is flawed.
Understanding how humans behave, not just in gambling, but in their everyday lives, is very important for rational decision making.
And the answer for dealing with an irrational mind? Thaler says more companies need to automatically set aside their workers' pay for retirement, and that we all need to save more in general and curb our risky financial behavior.
Everything looks risky to me. The whole world looks risky to me. And I think the biggest puzzle is why the volatility is so low. I'm baffled by that.
Thaler's Nobel Prize win includes an award of over $1 million. Thaler jokes that he plans on spending that money as irrationally as possible.
Anytime I spend any money that's really fun, I'm going to say that came from the Nobel Prize.
Andy Rosejan in Chicago for WION.